I'm Ronnie, and I am looking forward to this weekend so I can learn how to conquer my fears of the future.
Hi, I'm Julie. I'm 48 years old. I have 6 kids and 2 grandkids. I need to learn how to de-stress and alter my life and bring some changes to it because I'm managing nothing very well.
I'm Bruce. I'm 50 years old. I've had a lot of businesses in the past, and now I'm making a change to go toward my spiritual side. I'm starting a foundation, and I'm a little stressed out, and I'm looking forward to making a change in my life.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm 48 years old, and I'm looking forward to relieving stress.
Hello, my name is Renae, and I'm 25 and from Atlanta. I am a correctional officer at a maximum security women's prison, and I'm ready to alter my life.
Hi, I'm Keisha. I'm single, and I'm looking for my purpose. I'm about to change it all and alter my life.
The themes that rule our lives today are I just don't have enough time, and I'm exhausted. We are overbooked, overworked, and overwhelmed. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to live this way anymore. You can discover how to live an intentional life in a manner that requires no doctrine, no memorization of a new vocabulary, and you don't even have to trek off to holy lands. Because of the path my own life has taken, we've decided to take 6 people out of their very stressful lives and bring them to Oak Haven, to give them the essentials that will alter their lives.
Right now, at my house, we have 4 people living under one roof, 2 people that are getting divorced, and 2 little children that are trying to cope with it and understand it and doing the best they can. Because of different financial reasons with selling some of our assets in the market that we have right now, we haven't been able to separate as quickly as we would have probably originally liked. But it is incredibly stressful on the 2 of us. I'm terrified of the future because I can't picture my life any other way. I know even in its dysfunction, this is what I know. This is what I understand, this is how I cope. And sometimes the unknown is so fearful. It's just a terrifying thing to think about having a different role, having, not being here for my kids. I knew when the marriage was over that I was going to have to make some adjustments. I knew that I was going to have to find a way to start working. I know that I'm smart. I know that I'm capable. I know that I work hard. But how do you prove that on a resume? Give me a minute.
I had good parents, if there's such a thing. Oh, you know, I don't know. Show me a functional family, and I'll show you a dysfunctional one. But no, they were very good. They had good intent, and I think I didn't realize anything was wrong with me. I didn't really know I had a cleft lip. Back then, it was denial. I think it was like shame and guilt. It's probably caused a lot of strife in the family. You know, whose fault was it? Whose gene was it? So what they did, my mother fed me with an eyedropper. I didn't know that until a couple months ago. My mother didn't think it hurt me that a cleft palate child cannot suck. So there's about 3 or 4 or 5 feeding devices and bottles that we're raising money now to do. But as an adult, it might have made me want to strive harder, dig into business and work, and along with some other issues in my life.
The first time that I feel like I realized that I was gay was probably maybe when I was about maybe 12. I had my first relationship with a girl when I was 17. So it took a while, but it was really hard because I was in the process of coming out in high school, and actually I slipped out and let a girl know I had a crush on her, and that just blew up in my face. because when she found out, she was like, oh God, no, and you know, you're a freak, you're disgusting, I don't do that, you know, and it just really hurt my feelings because I was still trying to figure out who I was. I was so emotionally distraught, I was like, I can't go back. She's gonna tell everyone, no one's gonna talk to me, I'm not gonna have any friends, people are gonna laugh at me, I can't go back. And it really, really stressed me out bad. I just knew I had these feelings, didn't know where they came from, had never seen anyone doing it, but I just still had these feelings, and I had always had them, and it was just getting stronger and stronger as I got older.
My blended family is 3 natural children of my own, and Randy, my boyfriend, has 3 children. We have a 26-year-old, an 18-year-old, 2 16-year-olds, a 15-year-old, and a 13-year-old. We have a 3-year-old granddaughter and a 1-year-old granddaughter living with us right now. It is my greatest joy and one of my greatest stresses because I want everything for all of them, all the time. You bring 6 different strangers together and it's hard enough to manage 1 child, let alone manage 6.
Come grab this recycling for me. Okay, I need for you to get the plastics, cups, and paper napkins and things that are in this cup.
And maybe that's where my problem with stress comes in, is that they don't need to be managed.
My dad passed away in 2003. He loved Southern cooking, and he had a triple bypass at 52. He'd smoked most all of his life. Also, my mom had been diagnosed 14 years earlier with cancer, carcinoid tumors. So I decided to close up everything in LA and go to Pensacola and take care of her. 2 days before Thanksgiving, I left LA, talked to her on the phone for just a moment, and drove cross country for 2.5 days. And she waited. And then I was there that afternoon. I told her everything would be okay. And then she passed away the day after I got there. When there's one person on the planet that loves you unconditionally, that's hard.
My dad took me everywhere. I mean, he took me to the park. He was a great father. And then in 1984, when I was 9 years old, he became addicted to crack cocaine. And it was almost like he died until I was 28 years old. He remained on crack cocaine all of those years. So I didn't really have a dad. He was there, but he wasn't there. You know, he wasn't really there. He was in the household. And my mom had to support the household from that point on. The only emotion I ever saw from her is when she was at church. She went to church on Monday, she went to church on Tuesday, Wednesday, every night there was something. There was no endearment, there was no, hey, my baby, none of that. That all came from my dad until he got on crack. By the age 7, I had started gaining weight. It was really hard to find clothing to fit me. I felt like an oddball. I didn't feel like I belonged. I felt like I somehow wasn't supposed to be there. I didn't fit in. My mom was skinny, my dad was skinny, my brothers were skinny, and I was big.
At different stages or situations in our life, we experience how stress impacts our lives. Even though our stressors may seem unique, they have one common, similar core. We can feel out of control, anxious, and fearful when we're stressed. There are 3 basic questions I would like to ask you to ask yourself. Who am I? Why am I here? And what do I need? When you focus on these questions, you begin your own journey on a road that can alter your life.